Right, morning traders. Happy Friday. Welcome. It's obviously a very, very nice day to end the week. Let's just get my, there we go. That should be a bit better. But yeah, very, very nice. Nice Friday to end the week. We had a little bit of a relief bounce on markets yesterday. So we'll speak about a few things. The guys in the Discord should be hearing me now. There we go. What's up, guys, in the Discord? Guys online on social media, on the Twitter and YouTube morning as well, right? Let's get right into it. As I said, we've had a little bit of a relief bounce yesterday. We're going to speak about the DAX. That's the instrument that I love trading, as well as the ES and NASDAQ charts. But if you have anything else in the Discord that you would like me to cover, please make sure to do so. And then, yeah, we'll speak about obviously a few Edgeful reports. So let's see what I am looking at the charts this morning. Let's come out here a little bit of a broader time frame. So I want to speak about, we got Murray, who is here on the Discord at the moment. I want to speak about this. So we tried to buy the DAX on Monday together and end up coming down. I just want to speak about a few things. The only really long possibility that was really, really nice was Tuesday this week, right over here. But I think Muzz has been trying to buy a little bit of the DAX here today. And I think the trend for the week, what we can see is actually down. It's down, right? Here's the weekly VWAP. We're trading below the weekly VWAP for actually a large majority of the week, you know. So I think the only real day that we could have been looking for longs was Tuesday. Besides that, we've been trading, you know, we try to get back above previous day's highs on Wednesday, but we come right back down. And then I know Muzz was looking for some longs off this level here, but again, you're fading momentum, right, underneath it. So I think that's something that we can definitely take away, Murray, you from this week, and then me from that Monday when we try to buy. And Monday looked nice. You know, it was above previous day's highs, you know, the previous day's range report that I love using with Edgeful. But I think just from an objective point of view, we're always looking on how we can be better as traders, is that we're fading, when you're looking to buy, you are fading momentum. We're underneath the weekly VWAP. Right, and I know you love that VWAP, Mazza. So, yeah, let's go here to, as you can see, no trades today so far. But let's go to Edgeful's report section of here, and let's just go to that opening candle continuation, because I think this is obviously a great way to look at bias in terms of an actual bias for the day. So let's bring this up. Wait for it to load, and this can work for any asset that you are looking at. So let's bring it up. We can see the DAX, okay, in the last 6 months. Let's go to the last 3 months, and let's go to the London session over here from 3 to 11 a.m. We want the first hour. London session's first hour is from 3 to 4, right? Let's go to the opening candle continuation report over here, opening candle continuation report. And let's speak about this. Okay, in the last 3 months, if the first hour is bullish, so from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern time, 74.29% of the time we close as a bullish closing day. Okay, compared to the red closing days, bearish closing days, 52% of the time. But, okay, we need to look at this in conjunction with each other. So you can see the DAX yesterday, or on Wednesday, had that first hour bearish, Muzz. We don't want to be fading this. Look for shorts in continuation along with price action. Tuesday actually was the only day of here that the first hour was bullish, and we had the long set in for the rest of the day. Monday, first hour was actually bearish as well. And you can actually look at the recent things over here. Here we go. Last 5 green streaks. Okay, only 2 of them have actually closed as green days. Last 5 red streaks, 3 of them have closed as bearish closing days. So, as like yesterday, we had a bearish day, but we closed green, I think. Yep, over here. Yep, bearish though, but we closed above the open. That makes sense. So I think from an objective point of view, and put your thoughts in the chat here, Muzz, but we just need to be aware of particularly that opening candle continuation. Like right now, I know you're in the longs, but I know you're looking at the longs in the 1 minute time frame, but look at this from an objective point of view. We're trading underneath this level here all morning. Like, look at that. We're not really showing signs that we're getting above it. If we come down to like a 3 minute time frame, which I like using for my entry, look at that. We're trading into levels. We still have to look at key market structure levels. So I'm just going to say that you have to be using price action structure and levels along with the Edgeful reports, not just taking either a report or not just looking at a view. You have to look at them in conjunction with each other. Like, we're not breaking for a new half day here. Nothing's really showing us signs that we're going to continue. Can we? Yes, but I'd rather take it when we break through it and then look to take the longs over here rather than predicting it there. So that's just my thought process. And then give me some feedback on that. What do you think of that there, Muzz? But let's have a look at some US markets. Let's go over here. We are looking bearish. The Dow's down pre-market. So is the NASDAQ. And so is the US 500 charts as well. We do have Tesla and NVIDIA up 1.38% and 0.44%. But let's see. Okay. I've locked in some payouts with some prop firms for next week. So that's obviously nice. And then today I'll be trading a few of those other accounts and my personal account as well. So we'll see how we do get to end the week. But it does. I am finding my best trades being on, a Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again, something just to note as well. Let's zoom in. Let's go to that opening week range report. Okay, and we can actually see that we have taken out the lows. This is a report that we can see with Edgeful that is very, very similar to that initial balance report, where we got the high and low set in from Monday and Tuesday, and now we're actually trading below it. We could see further continuation to the downside. Let me show you what this looks like from the report perspective. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Okay, and let's go to this opening week range report. Okay, you can see, let's go to the daily time frame, daily session. So I want the extended market hours. And we can actually see that once we break the high and the low, once we break one side, very rarely do we break both sides. So as you can see, broke both opening week high and opening week low in the last 3 months, 7.69% of the time. Meaning that after Monday and Tuesday sets a high and a low. Okay, so here's the low set from Tuesday. Here's the high set from Tuesday, Monday through Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If we take out one side, which we've now taken out the lows, very rarely do we come back and take out the opposite side. So could we see a rollover back in towards last week's lows? We have tried to bounce this week. Monday and Tuesday had some big days to the high side. But I think we could maybe see some rollover here, according to this report. So let's keep our eyes, obviously, on price action. We'll see what we do get. But that's my take on markets right now. That's the NASDAQ. As I said, Tesla and NVIDIA are trading higher pre-market, but I don't think with any real follow-through at the moment. So we'll keep up to date with that. And again, I think the first hour is going to give a great bias for the day, that opening candle continuation. Let's see who else is here in the chat. Hoa, what's up? Obviously, Muzz, what's up? Anyone else in the chat here this morning that is that is watching anything or would like me to go over anything my side as well? Let me know. Anyone in the chat? Morning, Hoa. Yeah, we just had flipping VAT increases in South Africa. Value-added tax increased from 15 to 15.5%. So that will impact all of us. Very nice. Our premiums on everything. Yep. Morning, JB. Just seeing ES and NQ, a little bit of range since London session. Yep, agreed. I mean, we are trading now also below previous day's lows on the NASDAQ. So look at this. We've taken our previous day's lows on the NASDAQ, which is that white dotted line. Let's go to that previous day's range report with the NASDAQ. So previous day's range report. Okay, and you can actually see that if the first, if now this is where you get really, really neat. If that first hour is bearish and you've taken out the previous day's lows, then you have, proper setup there. But let's look at that. In the last 3 months, if we take out the lows on the NASDAQ, the previous day's lows, 72% of the time, we will close as a bearish closing day. Okay, vice versa for the long is actually also 72% of the time. So knowing that, let's just see what the first hour brings. I'm going to be seeing what we do get. I actually traded longs yesterday on ES, S&P, US 500, call it whatever the hell you want. I traded long yesterday on ES. As you can see, I took these. I was watching the shorts, but I saw this as kind of like a flush out, okay, fake breakout. And then once we set in this big 15-minute bar, I took these longs. That was my trade there to the high side. Let's actually put on the previous day's VWAPs as well. We could use that as targets. Let's put on my previous day's VWAPs here as well, like that, for all of my assets. Okay, previous day's VWAP, like that. Okay, and let's go to the NASDAQ. Okay, cool, like this. So Let's see, maybe that if you are looking for longs, that could be a target to work towards that previous day's VWAP, right? Let's just go also have a look at maybe some higher time frame levels. Just keep in mind, we are trading underneath that 5-daily SMA at the moment now as well on the NASDAQ. This is this 5-day SMA, this yellow line across the screen. That obviously is for more of like a longer term thing, but trend. But again, you want to be trading in line with that. So obviously, if you're scalping, it's completely different story. But I'm looking for 1 to 2 good trades a day. And that's all I'm really looking for, right? Julio, I can see in the live chat here. All good, bro. We will reschedule our call. So for those that are in the live chat here, I do stream live every single week and day on ASFX TV. This is our live streaming services. So you can come and use the code James, for 50% off for the first month. So this is where we trade live. We've got some great graphics. Our graphics team do a great job. And then, of course, go follow my social media accounts if you guys are watching me. I share my highs and the lows, the good and the bad. I'm not perfect by any means, but I share it all. And then there's the link in my bio for all my links. I've got some brokers. If you guys trade CFDs, I've got some brokers that I can hook you up with. Also some prop firms and podcasts. Everything you need to know about me is here. Okay. And then, of course, go check out Edgeful over there. Okay. So again, when 2 reports that I love to use in conjunction with each other is that previous day's range report coupled with that opening candle continuation report. Okay, so that's just something that I love to, do, and it makes for a good conjunction. I do have also a video coming out on my YouTube at the moment, so let's actually this weekend. So make sure to go follow my YouTube too. I mean, I do have some nice content coming out there, but let's go show. I just want to show you something I think will be quite cool. You guys should be able to hear this. I'm sharing my screen where you can hear it, but I've got like a vlog video coming up. I was playing some golf, everything like that. So yeah, so played some golf. It was actually raining out. Met up with my broker. There's my son, and then doing some trading. So yeah, go get me a follow on YouTube too. That video actually comes out on Sunday. So yeah, always trying to make it fun for you guys. But yeah, okay, back to some reports with Edgeful. Anyone want me to go over any specific tickers at the moment? As I said, that previous day's range with that opening candle continuation is probably what I'm going to be playing today so far. And then we'll take it from there and see what we do get after that first hour. That's something that I have been seeing in my trading that's been working really, really nicely. Is waiting for that first hour to play out, see what the markets want to do. We can see as I said, on Tesla, we kind of up here. We are looking pretty bullish on Tesla. So let's see what the longer term plays are. Going to be. I think we find a bottom. Yeah, I mean possibly. I've been loading the long term account here at the moment. So we'll see what we do get. I have been loading that longer term account. We are sitting at this daily 200 EMA, so I definitely see a possibility for a bounce here into the rest of or off this level. But right now, intraday, not looking too bullish. Let's just go out. It's interesting to see what. Let's just see what these ETFs have actually done year to date on these longer term portfolios. You can actually, negative 10% year to date. So not doing too great. These ETFs for sure. Markets have been pretty. But look in the last 5 years, 180%. So you got to think long term if you're looking. I always say to guys, de-risk, make money day trading, put it into long term portfolios. Make money day trading, put it into a long term portfolio that tracks the S&P, the NASDAQ, and maybe some other ETFs, some growth ETFs as well. That's what I always recommend. So you see, look at that, Maz. That's what I'm just seeing, bro, on the longs. It's just you are trying to fade the previous day's VWAP as well as the weekly VWAP, which is over here. So I just don't think that's possible for some follow through right now. But we'll see what we do get rest of the session. As I said, right now I think my main focus is going to be that opening candle continuation. I want to see, are we going to get a bounce here to end the day, or we're going to get continued sell off? That's obviously yet to be established. But I think that report with Edgeful is my go-to report with them, simply because it gives such a good bias for the day. Okay, I mean, let's go to ES as well. Let's go to this opening candle continuation report with Edgeful. Okay, look at this. So let's go to the New York session. So we're measuring 9:30 to 10:30. This is simple way to come up with a bias. Okay, look at that. 78% of the time, if in the last 3 months, if that first hour is bullish, 78% of the time we'll close as a bullish closing day. Vice versa, 67. But let's go to, you can see, you can customize it as well. But let's change that to, let's go by weekday. Okay, let's go by weekday. This is interesting. In the last 3 months, if that first hour is bearish, 100% of the time we close as a bearish closing day on ES. NQ, let's go by weekday, and let's go to Friday, 100% as well. And 85% for the longs on a Friday. These are flipping phenomenal stats. This is a simple thing that you guys can wait for, look at, and use in your trading. The opening candle continuation report. So try not to fade that today. Let's look at the last 6 months on NQ. Friday, 77 and 93.75. That is not something that you want to be fading. Let me just tell you that. So this is a simple way, and this is what I speak about all the time. Keep your trading simple. This is a simple statistic that you should be using in your trading. If that first hour is bullish, look for longs. If that first hour is bearish, look for shorts. I think a lot more traders would actually do a lot better if they just never went against that. So I'm going to leave you guys with that to it. We'll see if you guys want to join my live streaming. We'll see you guys there with Orson, all the guys, and all the team. But yeah, appreciate you being on this morning and this whole week. I'll be in the Discord for the rest of the week, and we'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Trade safe. End the week strong.